Hi, everyone. This is Stephanie Holbrook here, founder of Wings of Change. And I just wanted to show you one of my favorite Christmas presents that I got. These are available on our website, and these are called Magic Mugs. We'll have them soon in the Monarch one, but these are from our Polyphemus, which we did over the summer. But isn't that cool? When you put hot liquid in it, they turn color. They magically appear. Super fun for tea. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. We're talking about the southern dogface butterfly, which is a cousin to our California state butterfly, the dogface. Once again, my name is Stephanie. Thanks for being here. We are the Wings of Change. So, who we are a nonprofit based here in San Diego. We're the Wings of Change, and we offer this free online education to teach you about a new butterfly every month and how you can host that in your own backyard. These plants that we're introducing are caterpillar host plants, and usually they use less water, and they'll increase our pollinators. And who doesn't like beautiful butterflies, right? So once a month, we offer a Butterfly of the Month workshop. You can join us online. We're very excited for a couple of community partners too, where we offer those workshops in person. One is in Valley Center, California. It's the Brick and Barn. It's the original Betty Crocker estate. And then we have another one in Ocean Beach, where we'll be there once a month on a Wednesday. And that is at People's Market in Ocean Beach. We'll talk about the plant of the month, and that usually comes from Moosa Creek. You can pre-order it. We'll talk about that too. And if you have any kind of educational seminar that you'd like for me to talk at, please let me know. I can tailor it to you guys. We do old and young, and anybody who can within my area. I do butterfly habitat consultations where I come to your house and I look at what you already have and add in just a couple of little things to create the habitat needed for the butterflies. So that's who we are. Thanks again for being here. Why do we need butterflies and moths? First of all, they're pollinators, and pollinators make sure that the flowers that we have actually turn into food for us. So it's really important for our food crops and for our flowers. But the difference between butterflies and bees is that they actually have a proboscis, or a long tubular, and so they pollinate different plants and pollinate a different way than bees do. The moths actually do nighttime pollination too, and they travel long distances. We know that the monarch actually travels up to 3,000 miles one way to get to their overwintering sites. And you guys can check out our website to learn more about the amazing monarch and its comeback. They've seen 100% increase this year here in overwintering sites in California. So again, we're talking about the southern dogface butterfly. I'm not going to try to tell you what those Latin words mean on the side there, but you can see this little lady. She's got a black dot on her forewing. That's how you can tell it's a girl. And she lives on members of the small pea family. I don't know what it's called, but it's Fabaceae species. The range for the southern dogface butterfly is all the way through the United States, and some of them down into Mexico. Remember, at the beginning of the broadcast here, I talked about her cousin, our California state butterfly. And the California state butterfly, if you see my blue dot, it only lives along the edges of here, and it lives on false indigo. And it's another member of the small pea family, but its habitat is actually being lost. So we'll talk about that in just a little while. But the southern dogface butterfly in the warmer months can be found all throughout the United States, almost, except for the Northwest. So again, here's the female, and she's got a really dark dot on her wing. Thank you, Carol Adams. We borrowed these pictures from butterfliesandmoths.org. We sent them an email and asked for permission, but haven't heard back. So thank you, Carol Adams and butterfliesandmoths.org. You have some amazing information on this butterfly on your website. We always talk about what the egg looks like. So the southern dogface butterfly can lay her eggs singularly or she's sometimes been known to lay it in clumps. This one we got from our friends at UCANR. And thank you, Greg, for this photo. This is really awesome too. So this is a green and black and yellow caterpillar. But one of the things that the southern dogface does, it doesn't have any kind of defense mechanism. But if, as you can see along here, they have a little red line that's pretty prominent. And that's what makes her southern dogface. She's a tiny little caterpillar too. So caterpillar host plants. Here in California, it's the false indigo, and we kind of talked about where it lives. It actually lives all along the coastline of California, and it's in the waterways, which is unfortunately being taken over by some of our invasive plants. Last month, we talked about bamboo, which is taking over its area. And then this month, we're talking about the castor bean. So that's also in the waterways. So you can buy this and create a habitat for yourself at home, false indigo. Through the rest of the country, it likes to live on prairie clovers. And you can alfalfa, prairie clover, white clover, kidneywood, and legumes. So depending on where you're at, you can research the small pea family, that word, Fabacae. So there it is. Like to talk about what the difference is between a chrysalis, a pupa, and a cocoon. So the pupa is actually the transformation when the butterfly or when the caterpillar is actually spinning its silk. The chrysalis is only for the butterfly, and the cocoon is only for the moth. Okay, thank you. These photos all came from another website, the dolphins.net. These are the entire cycle from the caterpillar to the butterfly emerging. Isn't this fantastic? So in the top left picture, you can see the caterpillar, and its red stripe that we talked about earlier is now almost all white. And it's attached itself with a silk thread to the top. And then the picture right below it, you can still see that silk thread there. The picture in the middle is actually day 36. And you can still see that silk thread. It might be from a different angle, it looks like. And you can actually see the dog face coming out of the inside the cocoon right there. The dog's eye and then his nose. And so then in the side picture, the dog's actually facing downward. His little snout's facing downward. Pretty cool, right? So the dog face is only apparent when the butterflies are open. The adults live between 10 to 14 days. And let's see if I can go back and see if we can. I did not show a picture of the dog face. I apologize. Right here is the picture of the dog face. Again, we have very exciting partnerships with two people. People's Market, the co-op in Ocean Beach. If you haven't been there, the food is amazing. They have a deli upstairs, and they are a vegetarian and a vegan market. It's pretty amazing. With the food upstairs is great. And then Brick and Barn, they're located in Valley Center. They are the original Betty Crocker estate, located off of Miller Road in Valley Center. They're open once a month for an antique show, and we're offering pre-sale tickets for in-person Butterfly of the Month workshops. Next month, we'll be talking about the salt marsh butterfly. Okay. Oops. There we go. So Wings of Change, we talked about a little bit. We do offer butterfly habitat consultations where I can come to your house. Once you get the habitat consultation, I'll send you a list of plants that are California natives that can be sorted. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So if you're further than, San Diego driving distance, we can also consider doing FaceTime. Okay, we'd like to invite you guys to become a Wings of Change member. We are officially a nonprofit, so we appreciate your ongoing support. And these are all options that you guys can help us out with. Thank you very much in advance. You can text Sprout to 91999 or visit us online. We already talked about the butterfly of the month and its caterpillar host plant. We're about to go into this is the invasive plant of the month. We live here in San Diego, and all along the waterways right now, you can actually see this castor bean and this beautiful fan. It's a beautiful fan leaf. This is actually really poisonous. The seeds are, let's go, there you go. Those seeds right there are toxic. There's actually been a couple of myths and such that say that you can feed that bean to someone and they'll die within 24 hours. So the thing about the castor bean, it's a super big shrub with beautiful leaves, and the leaves can measure bigger than your hand, and they are a quick growing plant. They can grow up to 5 feet in 1 year. And they've kind of taken over here in Fallbrook and along the San Diego roadways, but they have a compound in the leaves that is really bad if you eat it. And the seed, the castor bean seed, if eaten, can kill you within 2 hours or 24 hours if ingested. So the trick about it, though, is if you just weed whip it down or you mow it down, that little plant is so determined to live, it actually throws rhizomes underneath the ground and it gets stronger. So then some people thought, well, if I just burn it, then it would be better. Unfortunately, burning it becomes even better. Lots of plants that we know of respond well to fire. So all those seeds that might have been dormant will go crazy if you burn it. So the recommendation is that if you find it with the seeds on it, you're supposed to bag it up and cut those off so that you don't ingest it, and then weed whip it down and dig out the root. Interesting facts, things you didn't know. So there it is there, castor bean. And that is actually taking over the waterways. And unfortunately, the false indigo has lost its habitat due to things like we talked about bamboo last month and just invasive weeds where the water is. Okay, so now we're talking about our plant of the month. We have a plant of the month called Sunset Manzanita. It's supposed to grow between 1 to 6 feet tall and between 6 to 8 feet wide. Manzanita is one of the earliest bloomers here in San Diego, and the bees love it. So this is a great ground cover, and it's going to create habitat. Right here, you can see we've highlighted. We're hoping to have this on all of the items that we do. This number indicates that how many butterflies and moths are likely hosting on that plant. So this is a dense shrub. It's got really pretty leaves. If we go back, these are very shiny leaves with thick stems. And once the bark matures, it goes from orange brown to kind of a honey brown like that manzanita does. It's a California native, so it won't need much summer water to. It might actually die if you give it too much water in the summer. So one of the things we can do to help the drought and help our pollinators. And it looks pretty too. It's going to have white hairs on it. Okay, so I think that's it for our event today. I just really want to encourage you guys to come and join us at any of our monthly events. We're at the Brick and Barn, and we're at People's Market. So thank you so much. If you have any questions or you are hoping to talk to me, please drop us a line. And I would love to tell you guys also, thank you so much for all of your help last year. The Western Monarch count is up 100%. Last year we counted only 198 in the overwintering areas in California through the Xerces Society. And this year they've counted over 200,000 so far on the first count and Thanksgiving count. And they'll have another one happening in New Year's. So we're very grateful, and that's probably due to the federal government, the Wildlife Fish and Game. December 15th last year, they declared that the monarch was on the Endangered Species Act. So last year in 2020 or this year, we gave a lot of free milkweed throughout the country. And so those monarchs have actually migrated, and here they are in California. If you guys would like to check it out online, we have a link to the overwintering sites map on our website. So just visit us at Wings of Change, and you should be able to see it there. Thanks again, you guys. Have a great day.